Alright, it's rough, but you get the idea. So let me just quickly go through what I've been doing in different chords here. So here in the first one, I've been using, adding the 9th chord, but then resolving down to the root. Same here. And in the coming one, in the C, I added the D here, which is also the 2nd or the 9th in the chord. And then when we move to the G major chord next, I've been using a sus4 resolution. And then here, same thing again. In the D minor chord, I've been using the 2nd or the 9th again, resolving down. And you can see that these top notes just keep rising, so it adds a bit more tension as well. And then this one sounds a little bit tame, like lame right now. Sounds a little bit boring. So let me just add one of these too. That's a little bit much, so let me only have it for the first ones. And here is a fairly standard chord, but I have it move in the middle. And then here I somehow played F major instead of D minor, which is fine, I guess. Sounds good to me. And then I've been using the same thing, a resolution from the 2nd step down to the 1st. Let's see what's next. Just standard stuff. Yeah, same thing again. From 2nd to 1st, and sus4 chord that's resolving. And here you have an E minor 7 instead of just a normal E minor chord. Yeah, and a little thing going on in the final resolving chord here. So that's basically it. It's just I've been adding in a few 9th notes and the occasional sus4, and that's pretty much it. I think I added in a 7th at the end here, but that's it. But it already sounds a little bit more interesting. Let's compare the two. Actually, let's compare it to the first one we did with only the basic chords, and then look at what it sounds like over here. Alright, and the current version. Sounds a little bit more interesting to me. And what I've been doing is basically I found some of the most basic chords. I then started substituting a few chords, and then I added some extra 9th notes, some 7th, some sus4s, and so on. And this is what we have so far. Now, what we want to do is to maybe create a little modulation just to explore some of the different techniques we have been looking at. So let me do that right away. I'm going to do this just a direct one, and let's see what we have. Alright, so see these ones are connecting. I need to be able to move these, so I'm gonna disconnect this because it's the same chord on each side. Let's see, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna take all of this, and I think we will transpose it up. Let's see. a little bit high. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to use like one step, just to show you the simplest way of doing this modulation. Let's listen to what it sounds like after all these changes. And there we go. And as you might experience or hear, the modulation gives it a little boost and might make it a tiny bit more interesting, but it's a very subtle change, and I only moved up the second half to 2 steps or 2 semitones. So it's a very simple thing to do. And I hope this little video gives you a little insight into how you can approach harmonizing your melodies, especially as a beginner, following the steps we've been going through in this video. So that's pretty much it for the harmony chapter, and in the next one we're going to look at counter melodies, ostinatos, and all kinds of other cool things that we can use to make our compositions sound 10 times more badass. So I'll see you guys in the next chapter, and thank you for watching.